Hello everybody, I'm Scuttles, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 Species Field Guide review of the
Qianzhousaurus.
The Qianzhousaurus, there we go. And this is actually the first of the new medium-sized carnivores being introduced to Jurassic World Evolution. This one being a cousin of the T-Rex, also with an adorable little nickname, apparently called the Pinocchio Rex because it has a long snout. Before this video starts, I would just like to quickly mention that if you are enjoying the content that you're finding here on the channel, if you would consider subscribing, that would actually mean a ton to me, as right now we are currently on the race to try and hit 10,000 subscribers by the time that my birthday rolls around in just about a month or so. It's looking like it's going to be a close one, but if we could just pull this off, then that would be such a huge milestone that I'd just be so very grateful for, and I just wouldn't be able to thank you guys enough. But with that being said, let's move on with the video. The first shot that we're able to see here in the Species Field Guide is a shot of two of them emerging from a hatchery together, which is nothing too new or impressive, but it's nice to see. But now in the shot following this, we actually do see something a little bit more interesting. If you take a look, you can see that the creatures both have their snouts low to the ground, like they're sniffing, trying to pick up a scent, finding a trail to hunt down some prey. And then, as you can see in the shot following this one, the two creatures rear their heads up in excitement, letting out a bit of a roar as it almost feels as if they've picked up the trail. And to be honest, I didn't actually think too much about this whenever I first saw this scene. I just thought it was some territorial sort of behavior, just kind of walking about, until one of my commenters actually pointed out to me that this could be the beginning of the animation for the new pack hunting mechanics. Because as mentioned in the forum post for this new Species Field Guide, they do actually mention that this carnivorous cousin of the T-Rex will prefer to hunt live prey. So you guys will actually have to let me know down below, do you think that this is the beginning of a hunting animation? Or do you instead think this is just some basic behaviors that they can have thrown in to make it feel more lifelike and just have a bit of variety rather than just having creatures walking around in circles all day long? Just in my own personal opinion, I do actually think that there's a pretty good chance that the hunting animation is what we're actually seeing here. So once again, big thanks to Gaming Poke. And then last but not least, we're able to see this glorious shot at the very end of this Qianzhousaurus letting out one big glorious roar before fading to black. And in this last shot that we see here, it actually feels to me as if we're seeing either the beginning of a fighting display between two carnivores similar to how in the first game they would square off to one another, or perhaps if this isn't a fight, then it appears as though this could be the territorial behavior that I was mentioning before. Taking a look at the actual forum post for this new Species Field Guide, however, once again, we're not really able to find out too much in terms of new mechanics being brought to the game. Instead, similar to the last couple Species Field Guide forum posts that have been put up, it's more so about the history of the creature rather than what it's actually going to bring to the game. But even though that is the case, there is still a couple interesting things that we can point out from this post. First and foremost, we get a beautiful picture of one of these Qianzhousaurus actually laying down, resting by the riverbed, which is nice because I don't think we've seen too much of the creatures laying down yet. I believe we might have seen two little glimpses of this happening in the past. One of these resting animations being showcased in a Triceratops video, and then the other resting animation being showcased in the Qianzhousaurus image of it sitting down. There could have been more, but that's all that I can remember at the moment. Moving a little bit further down the forum post, we'll learn that this is a pretty social animal, one that wants to have quite a few little group mates in its enclosure with it, but not with other carnivores. They say that this could lead to fights breaking out, unless you just have a large enough exhibit to where territories don't overlap. So you'll want to have lots of friends with these guys, but not lots of other species of friends, if that makes any sense. And that's pretty much all that's actually introduced in this new forum post. It's a pretty short and sweet one that doesn't reveal too much, but it's still nice to get this little touch of extra information alongside with the Species Field Guides. And because these last couple of Species Field Guides haven't actually revealed much in terms of new gameplay and mechanics, I'm hoping that that means that there's going to be something a little bit bigger and more substantial coming in these next couple weeks, whether it be next week or the one after that. I'm hoping that we get to see a little bit more of an exciting reveal than this. So fingers crossed, but with that being said, it's still exciting to see this new Qianzhousaurus for the time being. And with that being said, that's going to have to do it for me today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.